Okay, so we're ready. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, my brother. Where's Commissioner?
The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 general election, Atiku Abubakar, has said he will bury his political ambition and support Peter Obi if the PDP decide to cede the party 2027 presidential ticket to the Southeast and to Mr. Peter Obi specifically. Atiku Abubakar said there is currently a major talk ongoing between the Labour Party and the PDP ahead of the 2027 general election to have a consensus candidate. Atiku Abubakar is heavily tipping Mr. Peter Obi to become the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, I'm going to come to this, but let me say this. You see, sometimes it is good for you to leave your comfort zone. You don't know the power you wield. You don't know what you can do until you are being tested. Mr. Peter Obi, I believe, did not know the kind of influence he has among Nigerians. I believe he did not realize how powerful his words has echoed into the mind of Nigerians. Because prior to the 2023 general election, Nigerians on social media were urging him to leave the PDP and contest the presidential election. They were telling him to announce, in fact, they were even forcing him to announce his presidential ambition. He told Nigerians he was making consultation. I could remember he was telling that he doesn't have money for legal process. That was what he was telling them. But finally, he announced his presidential ambition, and then the process of the PDP primary took place, and then it was a power tussle. Peter Obi was heavily disrespected in the PDP. He made it known that he's not going to partake in the dollarization of the PDP primary, and that was the only obstacle between Mr. Peter Obi and the PDP primary ticket. He did not want to participate in their dollarization. He made it clear and open because other presidential aspirants were willing and ready to splash the cash. Mr. Peter Obi said, no, I will not do it. But afterwards, he left and joined the Labour Party, an unknown party that got 5,000 votes in the 2019 general election. That was the party Mr. Peter Obi went to and took that party to the national level with the support of the people, community support, the obedience movement. Mr. Peter Obi got 6 million votes as announced by INEC, even though he said otherwise because he won that election. It's clear he won the election. Go to INEC website today. The Rivers State election, Peter Obi won, but INEC announced that Mr. Tinubu won the election. 6 million votes. So what Atiku Abubakar is speaking right now is the power of 6 million block vote. Do you know what it means? This man you are watching here, you are seeing on your screen now, has 6 million block vote. The only presidential candidate that can boast of that is President Muhammadu Buries. When he commands the block vote in the southwest, Peter Obi is the only presidential candidate now in Nigeria that has that block. If you think it's easy, go and conduct election in a smaller party and let's see your method. That is what we are talking about. Without any influence, he did not buy vote, did not influence anybody. 6 million block vote as announced by INEC. That is what the PDP is eyeing currently. You know, the PDP, they were only given Atiku Abubakar the ticket because they believe the northern vote. But that might has been destroyed. Look at what happened in 2023 election. The northern block vote might has been destroyed. It's not there. It was only President Muhammadu Buhari that has that vote, and that vote did not transfer to anybody. So Peter Obi is the only presidential candidate now that has that vote. And Atiku Abubakar has realized something. He has realized that his political ambition has plunged this nation into destruction. And I will tell you why. In 2015, Atiku Abubakar, prior to the 2015 election, Atiku Abubakar was in PDP. In fact, Goodluck Jonathan wanted to contest the election, and they said no. Yar'Adua contested just for 1 year. Return the ticket back to the north. That was what they were saying. But Goodluck Jonathan said no, I want to contest as a sole candidate. I want to continue again. And he contested the election. The northern candidates were angry with Goodluck Jonathan. So they gang up against him and left. They joined the APC. That was what led to Goodluck Jonathan not being elected as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2015. Now, just barely 4 years after they joined the APC, they come back to the PDP. They come back to the after Goodluck Jonathan has lost the election. The ambition they were seeking for in APC did not materialize. They now saw that APC is not a party that they can carry with the ambition they want to carry. I don't know whatever the ambition is, but it was not materializing. They came back to the PDP and contested the election in 2019. But then APC has already gained ground. APC won the election. The same election was also conducted in 2023. APC won the election. Atiku Abubakar has realized that his political ambition is what helped brought APC to power. And they've destroyed Nigeria. Economy battered, insecurity worsened, unemployment risen, poverty risen. Everything, the negative indices has skyrocketed ever since APC assumed office. That would have been corrected in 2023, but their selfish and political ambition did not allow them to reason properly. That was why P2B left the party. Because if PDP had gone with Mr. P2B and given him that ticket in 2023, they would have won the election. Imagine P2B having 6 million votes, Atiku Abubakar having 7 million votes. Just imagine, that is close to 14 million votes. There is no power of incumbency that can challenge 14 million votes. It's not possible. It is not possible. P2B is still having his 6 million block votes. And the PDP, they are eyeing that 6 million block vote. The PDP already have the structure. They want P2B to become their sole candidate. And that is what Atiku Abubakar is saying. He's saying this on time to put it on record. The party should zone the ticket to the southeast and P2B should become the sole candidate. When I told you that when P2B visited Atiku Abubakar, it was for a major talk, a coalition talk. It was not just a formality visitation. It was a coalition talk, because that is the only thing that is needed to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If they make the mistake of going to 2027 election as a divided opposition, Tinubu will still win the election. There is no two ways about it. Even though he didn't win the election, it will be very easy for the election to be rigged. But going as a united opposition, it will be impossible for the incumbents to rig the election. It will be impossible. And that is what they need to start acting now in order to get it right. And for those of you that are complaining about P2B merging with Atiku Abubakar, there is something you need to understand. And that is the fact that whatever is happening in Nigeria today was because somebody had the political power to do it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, since he came into office, has done a lot of policies which is affecting Nigerians. Those policies he introduced is the policies that are affecting Nigerians. The fuel subsidy, electricity hike, and every other thing is what is affecting Nigerians today. So if you need any other person to undo what Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done, you also need to give that person political power. And you all have to understand that in Nigeria, there are strong cabals. Every institution in Nigeria has been captured. The judiciary, the police, INEC, they've all been captured. You need to unbundle those things. You cannot win an election fighting against those things as a sole candidate. You need to unite. Go and check Muhammadu Buhari's previous election result. He has been getting block vote, 10 million, 12 million block vote from the core north. But he couldn't win the election until there was a merger between the CPC and the AC. That was the reason how he became the president. And he introduced reforms that affected a lot of Nigerians. So you need this merger. It is needed. I know most of you are scared that if P2B merge with these people, he will be corrupted. He will not be able to deliver on the promises he has been promising Nigeria. Let me tell you something. One thing you need to understand about P2B is that P2B wants to make a name as the first person that will destroy the structure of criminality in Nigeria, and he's going to do it. P2B has gone too far to turn back. He has gone too far in this quest to unbundle Nigeria for him to be corrupted or allow anybody to use him. Whatever merger that is going to happen is going to be for the benefit of Nigerians. Let me tell you the truth. That is the truth. P2B will never sacrifice his name, his integrity, because he wants to satisfy few political figures. No, he will not do that. His aim is to satisfy Nigerians. His aim is to make Nigerians happy. And that is the reason why he's pushing. He's sacrificing a lot. This is a businessman, for crying out loud. He has abandoned his business, traveling different places just to ensure that he creates the awareness and make the 2027 general election a more participatory election. That is what he's doing. He has gone too far. He has spent a lot. He has lost a lot for the quest of it, and he's not doing this for his own personal ambition. He has the money already. P2B have love and empathy for Nigerians. The sufferings of Nigerians is what is driving P2B. That is the motivation that is driving him. And we must support him. We must believe in P2B. He's the only one we believe in. Whether he is in a devil's party, you should believe that he's going to bring the change we need. P2B is the only one we know. No matter where he contests as the presidential candidate. Look at Labour Party. Nobody knew Labour Party before. But he continued Labour Party and today they are fighting over money. So it's not about party, but the candidate. You can even contest in an evil party. But once the person that is the principal head is not corrupt, trust you me, P2B said, if the principal head is not corrupt, you have destroyed corruption by 70%. And that is his belief, that is his tenet, that is what he believes in. And I can tell you for a fact, P2B as the president of this country, a lot of things will change. This country will reset automatically. And I'm hopeful for that merger. I'm hopeful that Mr. P2B will become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 2027, because we cannot afford to continue the 8 years under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's going to be very, very disastrous. We are just barely 1 year and look at what is happening. Imagine the next 3 years, what will happen. God will see us through for us to experience a new down in Nigerian political terrain. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.